That sounds like that sounds like, oh shit, did it fall? That's this song. This song sounds like moving on up. Moving on up. All right. I have this. I have a product I actually want to test before I sell it. It's this actual vacuum polish. I'm like, really? Is it like Armor All or something? I don't know. I'm gonna check it out. I bought some because I figured, all right, if I'm gonna sell it, let me use it first. Let me actually check it out and see. Welcome, if you are. Let me turn off this little music. Hey, I listen to all kind of music, guys. This is just happening to be my little music thing where I'm sure I'm not gonna get any kind of copyright stuff on it. So I have that, my little intros. Okay, so I have a shark here I want to look at because this shark, there is something going on with the nozzle. So I figured, let's explore this before we get into other things that I might want to talk about. But before I do that, I actually do want to just make sure I do the comments, see who have a question about a vacuum that I can actually help before, yesterday I did it at the end. I think I prefer to do that in the beginning as I start these things. So let's take a look. Let me see what I have going on here when it comes to questions about vacuums. Q&A. Ba-bam. You know what I need? One of those little button things you press, sound effects. Let's refresh this page here. Let's see what we have cooking. Oh, hey, you're gonna post anything on the trip? Okay, so yeah, David want to know if I'm gonna post something while I'm on the trip. I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna try to see. I'll be away, guys, for 3 days. I'll see if I can put something up. Yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah, doing them vlog things, maybe I'm in maybe the downtown area or the beach or something like that or wherever I can. So I'll work on that. Don't. Hey, Dave, you there? I'm gonna work on it, man. I'm gonna work on it. All right. Let's see. Let me see. Hold on, Dave. Let me go back to my main page so I can get into the live feed here. Yeah, man. Yeah. It's those kind of things. Although it's not something you look forward to, but you go to these things because it's you show your respect, especially when the people are important to you. But while you're there, it doesn't mean you can't. Hey, Dave. Everybody's doing fine, man. I hope you're doing great too. Man. All right. That's right, man. Cherish the moments. Okay. Cherish the moments. They are fleeting. They are. I call it transitory. They are definitely short, man. Let me open this here. Okay. Wow, wait. This guy is. Let me get my gloves, guys. Let me get my gloves. Let's do this right. Yeah, man. I appreciate it. Yes, sir. It's one of my uncles, and he was I guess you say he was more like the You know, like when you have like different people in the family that kind of represents different things to you. You know, I don't know. I think I may have to change this light, guys. Let me see something if the lighting. Hey,
There we go.
how's it going?
Good.
Let me get inside your way here.
You're fine. You asked me about the filters,
Yeah.
and I said no, but I think my wife told me I gave you the wrong answer.
She did, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, good. It was because it was this one here I saw. See that? My memory is good, right?
Yeah.
I got the right.
For a guy
machine.
your age.
You know, right? Let me see. Let me just put this in here. Make sure I do this right here. Make sure this is the actual right one it should be. So this. Double check. Make sure we have this here.
And I'm gonna send the girl that cleans the gym up here
Okay.
and have her pick out what she wants for a new vacuum.
Ah. All right. Okay, no problem. Yes, sir. I'll see what else I can get into too.
Yeah.
All right, let me see. Nice little seal up. Good. Sweet.
Perfect.
There you go.
I got the little tank.
Everybody's doing their job. Everybody's set.
Works like a champ.
Like a champ.
Awesome. Now comes the hard part. Pay the bill.
No, not even the hard part. Not even. Sweet. All right. How was the trip?
Too long.
Too long.
You know, a great trip. I'm retired military as well, so we went to Paris.
Oh wow, positive,
we left Paris, and we went to Normandy.
man.
And to stand there on those beaches and then look at all those crosses,
Wow.
man, it's humbling.
Wow.
We paid a massive price for that piece of dirt.
That's right. That's right.
And then we went to London and we had our bodybuilding show, which was a great success.
Oh, so you hosted the show?
Yeah.
Oh wow, man.
Yeah, we host two. We got one coming up December 6th right here. Yeah. It'll be at Porter Ridge, but we've had it here in the this is our 9th year.
When do we go to find like tickets and stuff like that? Or
You buy them at the door, but if
Like
you
the
go
door?
yeah, what's my total? It's 22.
Look at those.
Yeah, that's fine.
But yeah, man.
It's they're all natural bodybuilders, so this is drug tested.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, my partner in the gym and in the shows holds a pro card, so he competed on in the worlds this year.
Wow.
I
That's
need
cool.
to sign. This is just my copy.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, man. I remember one of the art pictures from school was a stage with body, got posing
Right.
and everything. Yeah, man. I was.
Yeah, this was our show. It was the Great Britain, our first show.
Oh wow.
Some of the guys. He won his pro
Okay.
card.
And you say all natural.
All natural.
All right.
Drug tested.
Yeah.
I mean, pretty phenomenal athletes. And that's me, my wife, his wife, and my business partner.
Wow.
But the fine young William here.
That's cool.
He just competed in the world, so that was him. That's him at the world.
That's your business. That's a business partner.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
Now the guy that won it, good friend of ours,
Mm.
5 times in a row, I might add.
Uh,
He's a house, let me show you him. Magnum won, and he was one of the judges. He went to England.
wow.
Now he's my height.
Okay.
That's a big dude. He's a freak of nature. Until he retires, nobody will be. Nobody will be.
Wow.
Till he decides to retire,
Right.
he gets too old. But
He's gonna hold it until then.
he's a house.
Okay.
And the biggest guys, kind of like dogs.
Yeah.
Big dogs are always cool. Little dogs will bite your ass.
That's right. That's right.
Well, man, I appreciate it.
Yes,
I'll
sir.
have Nicole. Her name's Nicole.
Okay.
I'll have her come by and pick
If
up.
it's either come if it's next week, it's going to be after Wednesday and
Okay.
beyond.
All right. I'll let
Okay.
her know.
Yes, sir.
Thank you again, sir.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. The chainsaw. You getting the chainsaw ready, Dave? That's cool, man. Oh, I was supposed to hit that light, man. The gentleman came in and threw me off my mission here. But I mean, he is the mission anyway. But I was supposed to fix this light because this light's kind of glaring. Let me see if it works better this way. Not really. Didn't fix anything. Anyway, let's see what's causing this thing to short out. All right. Hey, what's up, man? What's up? What's up? Let's see what's causing this thing to short out here. Because this one is going to be a little tricky because it works sometimes and you just don't know when. But I'm thinking I'm able to isolate where the problem might be. Okay, so let me show you what I'm talking about. Let me see if I can. Let's see if I can push this back some. And maybe I can tilt this a little bit. That's about as far as I can tilt it. Let me see. Can you see that? Yeah, you can see that. You can see that. You can see that. Okay. So let's try it, all right? I might as well leave this on. I'm gonna turn it on. Go to the floor. Hold on. It's not cutting out now. Is that how it works, right? Well, I'm going to investigate anyway because it was just cutting out on me. The reason I'm doing this is the last time I had it and I was using it, I mean, when I said 5 minutes ago, and that happens, man. I've had people bring in and I turn the machine on and they're like, I don't know what happened. I wasn't working with me. So now it's happening with me. You know, I'm pretty sure mechanics go through this too. You know, you bring the car in, it was making a noise. I'm telling you. It's making a noise. But what you don't want is for me to say, oh, well, then nothing wrong with it. And then it starts messing up again. So I have to investigate. I gotta find out. Let me try it again. Here it is. Here it is. Here it is. It was just there. Okay. All right. It just cut out on me. All right. It just cut out on me. You know what I think it might be? I'm going to open this head. I think it might be the micro switch. That's the issue. But it could also be a severed wire or something. So let's find out. Okay. But it happened a little bit. Let me do the lift away. Maybe I can just get this out of here. Let's get this out of here first. Now, I can't rule out the handle because this is what triggers the floor, you know, to turn on. Because it's almost like there's a micro switch here too, right? That tells the electricity to go down to the head. But then when you get here, it waits again. It's waiting here until you go like this, right? Okay. So, for example, right? Let's say I turn it on. It's in the upright position, right? Okay. So now the switch is not activated. So even if I go like this, it shouldn't turn on because I didn't activate the switch there, right? So nothing should happen. Just like if I activate the switch, it shouldn't turn on. Now this switch is now sending the current down to the wand, right? But it's still waiting for me to recline. So now when I recline, it turns on. Okay? It's like so it's communicating, right? So it's clever, man. It's just like another way, another language, right? If you think about it like that. Okay, so it's communicating. So it's like, all right, I'm sending the electricity up. All right, I can't go any further because this guy's not opening the gate. And now he opens the gate. All right, now it should flow, but it comes down here and it waits here. It says, well, I can't go any further because this guy's not opening the gate. And then you recline it, so you open the gate, and now it goes. But what's happening is it's an intermittent feed. Something is cutting off the feed from here to there. So I'm going to investigate. Hopefully I find out what the problem is. So the ones like these are the ones that are a little bit wonky, because you're going to have to find out. And if it's not apparent, it's not right in your face, then that's where, it's like, come on, man, make my life a little bit easier. All right, my quote for the day, David. My quote for the day. Are you ready? You ready for the quote? Slug a boot. All right. What is that? What is that you spelled out there? I'm curious. I'm curious what that thing is. What's that? H B L L. What is that? O I A M B A. Don't know what it means. David, do you know what that means? Oh man, I don't know what it means. All right, let's find out what's going on, guys. But here, let's do the quote of the day. The quote says, never ask a lawyer or an accountant for business advice. They're trained to find problems, not solutions. That's the quote of the day. Never ask a lawyer or an accountant for business advice. They're trained to find problems, not solutions. Okay, well, that kind of ties into a lot of stuff that we talk about anyway. We're a problem solver, but we also have to find the problem first. So both of those jobs are just as important in this case, or even in your own life. How's that? Because before you can solve it, you got to find a problem, right? So, but there are people who are just addicted to talking about the problem rather than doing something about the problem. So that's where the trick comes in for a lot of people, the way we move about this place. That some people are addicted to talking about the problem rather than moving forward and doing something about it. So let's see. All right, let's find out, man. Let's look inside this thing. Okay, this should be a T20 screw, torque screw that you're using, screwdriver T20. All right, with a security, with a little circle thing protruding there. All right, let me see what's going on. But yeah, Dave, man, I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna figure out a way to. Oh my gosh, man. How's that? This glare is just pissing me off, man. Oh man, this glare is pissing me off. I have to figure that out too, Dave. You know what I need to really pray for? I've got to. I think I'm gonna start waking up even earlier than I do now, and even earlier than I do now. Now we're gonna need Phillips for the end here. I have a lot more to do. I gotta maximize my time. I have to maximize my time, man. Time is a precious thing, bro. Time is so precious, man. You can't even allow someone to waste your time, you know. And I don't want to waste nobody's time here. I realize how precious that thing is, man. So if you're giving me 2 seconds of your day, I appreciate it. Because I mean, in my life, I'm recognizing how much more precious time is. I mean, time is money. Literally money. Time is your energy. Time is like if you don't give time to yourself, if you don't give time to your spouse, your kids. So time is so precious. Like anyone that's wasting your time, it's like, dude, listen, man, you're wasting my time. But if someone is doing you a favor, or you're getting something that's not really costing you, then that's when you kind of humble yourself and say, all right, let me wait on this person because they're helping me out. But in general, time is very precious. Okay, so I think I got all the screws out of here. It's a bunch of them. My least favorite thing to do when it comes to fixing these machines is the incredible amount of screws some of these people use. Isn't there a helicopter? A friend of mine was telling me about a helicopter where it uses one thing holds everything together or something like that. I mean, that would be a clever design for a cleaner. You know, like, one, two, like two screws, whatever, hold everything together, you know. All right. So this is what I'm looking at when I open this. This is what I'm looking at. So anyone who's curious about what's happening inside of a shark head, this is what it's looking like. Okay, so we have a little circuit board here. We have a micro switch back here. You got your motor on this side and the belt and then the brush, right? But when it comes to talking, electricity, it's going to be these 3 prongs back here, and they're sending the signal down to the micro switch. Micro switch sends a signal over to the circuit board. It reduces some of this electricity, etc. Goes over here, and also they have a little bit that it siphons off to go for the LED lights. That's pretty much what we're doing with this. That's it. All this is doing. All right. So let me test this out again. All right, let me put this back up. Let me test this out again. I got to see what's going on because it's irritating me with this. All right. Let's see. Hey, Dave. Yeah, man. Time is valuable, bro. And because you're like that, Dave, the fact that you say, well, you know what? I'm going to share some of my time with Wayne and the show here. I appreciate that. You know, because time is valuable, man. And the funny thing about it, until it dawns on you, it doesn't dawn on you. It sounds like I'm talking in circles, right? Until it really hits you, like it hits you. You don't get it. It's like sometimes teenagers may not get it, but adults also don't get it. That time is valuable, bro. You can't get it back. And if you use it wrong, it can cost you. It can also, if you time things right, it's amazing, man. If you time things right, the wrong timing, in the wrong place, the wrong time, you're at the right time, the right place, the right time, all of that stuff, man. It all ties in. How much time are you going to give this project? How much time am I going to invest? How much time do I get to sleep? How much time do I get to reflect? How much time do I exercise? It's crazy. But if it don't dawn on you, this doesn't hit you. Here we go. Let me check this thing out and see what the deal is. All right, you see? It's on, but nothing's happening right now. Now, I don't think there's a safety on this for this to be on. I don't think so. But I'm willing to double check. Just give me a second though. Let me turn this off. Let me turn this off. Let me make sure everything is properly set. I'm going to trigger the switch first. Okay. All right. Everything is on. Let me turn it on and repeat it. To my recollection, there's not supposed to be a safety that require this to be on in order for it to run. I don't see any trigger here. It's supposed to be able to turn on even when this is off. So something else is causing the break. I have to find what it is. All right. My first, let me start taking this off. I'm gonna use my little meter, and I want to see what the deal is. All right. So my job is not just to find the problem, but I have to find the solution to the problem. But definitely not just talk about the problem. Definitely find a solution to the problem. All right. Okay. Let me unplug it real quick. And let's do some work here. Let's find out what's going on. I'm going to take out this little mini guy. This little mini nut and bolt thing here. It's holding this in. The only reason I'm doing that is I just want a little bit more access to the prongs here. I want to test this between each other. Okay. So I want to test the contact between here and here, okay, real quick, all right? Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got, man. Okay. All right, let's see. All right, so now, you know what's funny? Okay. Hold on, come on. All right. So now that this is open, it should be, we should get a reading. I have a reading. I'm going to close it now. I have no reading. Open it. I have a reading. Okay. This shouldn't be the problem. This shouldn't be the problem then. Okay. Let's do it again, just to be on the safe side. That's what I'm looking for. You can't see it. Let me turn it this way. All right, we're looking at the letters here. The numbers, I mean. And the way it is now, we should get a reading. Hold on. See the number? Is the numbers moving? We should get it. Yep, they're moving. Okay. All right, good. So when I close it, when I hit the switch, that means when it's in the upright position, it should go to, see that? It's gone. Okay, so our contact is good. So something is, we're losing contact somewhere. All right? We're losing contact somewhere. So this is what I want to do. Hey, I wonder, do I have another one of these wands? If I have another one of these wands, I can also do a shorthand to the troubleshooting. Because my next step, guys, is I'm gonna look to go back here. I want to look to go back here to make sure that my contacts here are still set up. If that checks out okay, then my next step is to go over to the circuit board, okay? To go over to the board. That's going to be the next step on something like this, okay? But all I'm trying to do is I'm trying to see where the communication is getting shut off. So I would test something like this, okay? And sometimes I've even opened these just to see if these are, because I've had a situation before where these guys were disconnected. All right. So let's investigate. Let's investigate. Let's see. Because that's really all you're doing, especially when you have like a canister vacuum where you have the hose. You have the main. That's what this is. If you really look at this is a canister. Okay. It's honestly a real. Okay, let me let you know. All right, a real upright is like a direct. Just give me a second. I'm just gonna try and see if I can get this loose. A real upright, like technically, a real upright vacuum is not just that it stands upright, right? A canister vacuum. Just want to make sure these contacts weren't severed, guys. Give me a second. Okay, so these contacts are together. A canister vacuum, guys, is you have the canister with the hose, with the wand, right? And the floor nozzle. That's a canister vacuum. An upright vacuum stands upright. But if it's an upright vacuum that operates like a canister, it is still a canister vacuum in my mind, okay? Standing upright. You know what I'm saying? It's like a cat dressed like a dog. It's dressed like a dog, but it's still a cat. It's like Halloween's coming up, right? You put on your Batman costume doesn't mean you're Batman, right? So same thing with this. They dress this up like an upright, but the moment you do it like this, if you saw this like this, okay, it's a canister. So the same kind of troubleshooting I would do with a canister vacuum is what I would do with this. The signal is leaving the body, the canister, because if this had wheels on it, it would be like an Electrolux canister. Think about it. Okay, anyway, that's my own little 2 cents on this thing. Hold on. Okay, so the same thing I would do. So the signal's leaving the canister, goes to the nozzle up here, okay? Run down the wand, hits the floor. You should have power if all of this stuff is doing their job. Somewhere along the way, somebody stopped doing their job. So really, all you're doing is trying to figure out where that way is. Like where are we losing a job? Now, if you have another one of them, you just swap out the wand and see if the wand is okay. If not, then you use a multimeter like I'm gonna do, and let's see if we still have a steady signal all the way through the wand. All right. So that's what I'm gonna try to do right now. Okay. So we can eliminate the wand as a problem. I'm hoping it's not down here. I'm hoping it's not the circuit board. How's that? Okay. I'm hoping it's something simple like, oh, look at that, the wire. I gotta solder this wire here. More work to do, but I'm hoping it's that simple. All right, let's see what we got. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna check every contact. Okay, it's gonna be a little difficult because I'm gonna have to balance myself to make sure I keep the it going. Hold on. All right, let's see. I gotta find which one this connects to. One. I got the middle, and I got the other end. Oh shit, let's do that again. I don't think I have any reading on this one. How's that? Can you see that? I don't know if you can see that, but right now it's a 1. Right now it's a 1, right? Okay, so I have this inserted here. Okay. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to try to have 3 contacts up here. I'm doing the first one. Okay, well, okay, I got a reading on one. Good. Let me go to the middle. Okay, I got a reading in the middle. All right. Let's go to the one at the other end. Let's see what we got. I got a reading on that. So, the wand isn't the problem. At least it shouldn't be, based on our readings. All right, next up. This is what I want to do. Give me a second. Let me see if my instincts are correct, okay? It might be, it might not be, but I want to give it a try. All right. I'm fortunate enough to have parts like lying around, so sometimes I could do this shortcut, but most people don't. But at least I can show the process that I go through to try to figure out what's going on with some of these machines. But here, I had one of these in the back, so here's a separate hose. So I'm just going to try another hose and see if the hose work, right? We'll see how that works. Because the problem could also be, the problem could be the hose, right? So let's see. I just dropped something. Hope it doesn't spill. All right, let me plug it in. All right. Now, sometimes when if it allows, I would do stuff where, oh shit, it can do that. That's another problem. That's another thing I would do if I want to eliminate the wand as an issue. I would go directly from the hose to the nozzle, because that's a quick way to eliminate the wand, to see if is it the wand, right? And if you go from here to here and it works, but when you put the wand on, it doesn't work, then the wand's the problem. You see how you could? So that's the shorthand to doing what I just did here with this. Okay. Hey, Dave. Yeah. I mean, look, man. You know. But they say if you don't use it, you lose it. You know, so you use. Hey, I gotta find a way to keep these for these chat. What am I don't know what to do, man, to make sure the chats show up later. What does this mean? Moderation activity. I don't know what that means. Moderator, timestamps. I'm trying to activate everything because I'm trying to see if there's a way for the chats to still be here later, and I haven't figured it out, and I probably just didn't. Research it. Honestly, I could tell you this: I didn't research it. How's that one? I didn't research what to do, and I need to figure out how the chat's gonna stick around after the video, because if I rewatch a video, we never see the stuff we talk about, right? So, and I haven't figured out how to do it. So I'm gonna also make sure I put the rules back again for the drawing. We have a drawing coming up, drawing on the 29th. Okay, I just put it in there. I think, did I? Yeah. What happened? What happened? Oh, I did too much. Oh, wow. You can only type so much, right? Well, how about this? Let me back this up. Can I send it now? Shoot, I still got 5 letters. Oh my God. Get your name in the drawing. How's that one? Bam. Can I send it now? Yes, I can send it now. Positive. I'm going to pin this to the top. All right. Okay. Fantastic, man. Okay, so let me try turning this thing on and see what happens. Okay. 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 All right. All right. All right. So what I'm going to do now, guys, is I want to make sure that the reading I'm getting from here to here is still connected. In other words, the power is going into the head. Okay, we double check that the power is getting to the head, but one of the things you're going to notice is that there's no electricity even here, even like the light. You're supposed to, even if, let's say, even if something is going on with the motor, or you're supposed to at least get a light that electricity is making its way down here. Okay, you're supposed to get some kind of indicator here or here. Okay, that electricity is making its way. So let me disconnect this for a second. I'm going to go back to the original holes because, hey, is it possible that my holes could be messed up? Yeah, sure, why not? So let me go back to the original holes, right? Okay. Let's do it again. Again, like I said, I don't recall any safety switches that would stop this from turning on if the cover's not on. So unless I'm wrong there, this should be able to run regardless if the cover's on or not, okay? That's the other hose I had in the back. Why? Yeah. Okay, let's do it again. I'm gonna try to rock and move. All right, I'm gonna hit this. Shuts it off. Right. Let go. Turn it on. Let go. All right. Do it again. It's not fun. Look, it's not fun. It's tedious, but it's necessary, right? Something is causing this thing to have a touch and go deal. Don't know what it is yet. Look at this. Oh, it's the one, guys. I think so. Let me move it a little bit. Let me rock it some. You know what I'm saying? I like simple vacuums, David. Oh. don't know, man. I think I would feel a lot better if I just had a different wand. The wand is suspicious. The wand is suspicious, man. Okay, let me try one more thing. The wand is suspicious. That's for sure. I'm gonna try one more thing. Let me investigate up here. Let me just investigate. I may not find anything, but I think I would feel a lot better knowing that I checked it. Okay? I'll feel a lot better knowing that I checked it. You know, the worst thing is the guy said something to me yesterday, man, that stuck with me, right? One of the customers that dropped off a machine, he was talking about his business, and he said that his business is his ministry, right? And I never thought of stuff like that. I don't think of stuff that way, right? He says his business is his ministry, and I thought, because I've heard people say that this is my ministry, okay, it just sounds like just church talk. There's nothing wrong with that, right? But he said that by the way he'll do his work, the kind of love he put into his work, the attention to detail, treating the customers right, living his life properly, and all this stuff, treating his people right, that's his way of showing that God is in his life. And I'd say, you know what? If you're a person, even if you're an atheist, right? You would want that guy to operate with that frame of mind. You would want your neighbor, as much as some people are anti-religion and anti-this and all that stuff, you would want a neighbor like that. You would want someone that is going to be honest dealing with you, regardless of that they worship a God that you don't worship or whatever. Because if that's the fruit of his belief system, then that's a good fruit. Why hate on that? You see what I'm saying? If the fruit is hate and the fruit is destruction, and the fruit is cheating, and the fruit is uncertainty and all that stuff, then it's like, I don't know, maybe what you're clinging to is not good for you. Maybe it's just not good. If that's the case, maybe I just don't want you, you could go over there and I'll stay over here. How's that? We won't mess with each other. How's that? Because if your moral systems say that it's okay for you to go and, pee on my house, and my moral system says no, that's not a good thing to do to someone's private property, we're not gonna agree. I won't mess with your kids, but you think it's okay to mess with mine. We're not gonna agree. You know what I'm saying? I won't steal from you, but you think it's okay to steal from me. We're not gonna agree. We're just gonna be on two different things. So if this guy operates that way, hell yeah, that's the way to go. Give me a second, guys. Monroe Vacs, I can help you. Monroe Vacs, I can help you. You know where the license plate agency is in Monroe on 74? We're in that lot. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You're welcome. Bye. Anyway, let me see. Let me open this thing up. But you get what I'm saying, though, right? So I like that, and I think I should look at it that way. Like, this is my ministry. Yes, check everything. Tell my guys, if you're not going to do the job right today, when are you going to start? My definition of integrity is doing the right thing when no one is looking. That is right. That's right. Do the right thing when no one is looking. That is so true. Because that means you're not fake. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if you only do the right thing in front of me, you're fake. If you only say nice words in front of me, you're fake. If you're only doing it just for the sake of, I just want to look like I'm virtuous, you're fake. And I really I don't like dealing with people like that. If that's who you are, then that's who you are. I mean, if you're like, I have some people I work with in the past that they're rough, but they're good people. But their personality is rough. You know, they talk rough. You know, they're not gonna sugarcoat it for you, but you can trust them. You can they if they say they're gonna do it, they'll do it. They're not gonna steal from you. They're not gonna play. You know, they're not gonna put sprinkles on top with their words, right? And at the time, you don't think that, you're like, man, why you gotta be like, you know? But that's probably good for that person's own health. You know what I'm saying? Now, not that I'm older and I look back on it, I'm like, it's better that you don't bottle up stuff and you don't walk around on eggshells. It's a lot better. You know, like if someone is like, you know, if someone don't like me or something, I don't want you to fake it. You know, we just won't deal. It's okay. Just don't fake it, man. Because then when I turn my back, you hate me. It's like, you know, it's okay if you don't like me, man. It's all right. It's okay, bro. It's all right. You know. Now, let's say you don't like me, but we have to do business. Okay. Then we can come to terms that we're gonna do business together. We don't like each other. At least you know that, hey, listen, I'm gonna handle my part. You're gonna handle your part. Okay, great, no problem. All right, man. Thanks a lot. But the fake stuff, and we're teaching too many people in our society to be fake. Fake virtue and all this shit. Fake oppression. Fake, you know, all this signaling and all this other crap. You know, it's like, nah, man, why don't you just tell me the truth? All right? It's okay, man. You know how many people had to do business with each other and they don't really dig each other, man? Countries have to come to peace in terms. They don't really like each other. That's a grown-up thing to do. But to be a fake man, you're being deceptive, bro. You know, you're being deceptive. It's not good. What's up, Dave? Yeah. To have an enemy that you don't know about, what did it say in the scriptures, right? Something along that line. Like your enemy is in your own household, right? And it can mean many things. It can mean mentally, you're your worst enemy. You know, or you know, they say keep your friends close, but your enemies closer, and all that stuff. You know, man, I can't seem to get this thing off. Took all the screws out. What am I missing? But yeah, man, it's shit. Damn, this thing is brittle. Holy cow! Do I have another one of these handles? Man, this thing is so brittle. Ah, there it is. You got to pull it down. You got to pull it down. I just wanted to see if these were severed in any way. These contacts up here. I just wanted to investigate to see if these were severed. These contacts seems fine. This seems fine. Nothing seemed to be out of place. But this, I don't know, man. Something about this damn wand, man. My instincts are telling me that this is where the problem is. Okay. You know, you gotta trust your instincts also, right? It's like, because that's the worst feeling. Like, you know what? I knew it. I knew I should have checked it. I knew I should have double checked it. And that's the worst feeling, man. That you should have done something. You should have double checked. You should have, followed the program. You should have, that's that's not a good place to live, you know. And imagine after a while you do that too often. It's like, come on, man. I do that to myself sometimes. There's some stuff I should have done before I start the show or whatever, and it's just not a good place to be, you know. And I have to fight myself because I'm always like anxious to get something started, and anxious to get the next thing started. That I would, if I'm not careful, I'll move too fast, and I left something, right? So a lot of the times when I'm working, I pick this next thing up, I put it down. I have to go. I got the next one I want to fix. I put this one down. I got the next one. So I have my own issues. It's like a battle. That's your own personal battle. You know what your limitations are. But especially if you're the boss, so you can demand the best out of the people working with you. That's your prerogative. Okay. Shite. This one got me puzzled, man. Because it's like a sometimey, and I can't seem to see where the sometimey is happening. It's sometimey. Let me let's do it again. I'm gonna put it down and I'm gonna revisit it. I'm gonna go to the Dyson now. I just want to check out this Dyson, see if it's okay. Here we go. Let's try it again. Okay. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start moving things. Wherever, if it triggers at a certain point, that's where the problem is. Guaranteed. Okay, it's getting electricity. See that? It's getting electricity. So, my next step is then right here. It's getting electricity. Okay. All right. I think I can rule out the hose. I can rule out the wand safely now. I can rule out the micro switch safely now. All right, it's getting current. The circuit board is my next guess. The circuit board is my next guess. What do you think? The circuit board is the next guess. Either that, because this green light is supposed to also light up, and it's not lighting up. Now, it could also be, honestly, guys, it could also be that this motor is shot because this can also be an indicator that the current is getting to the motor, or the motor is reacting. This green light here. I'm going to try something, and we're going to see if that works. Okay. I'm going to try something. Give me a second. I have another one of these heads. Not the exact one, though, but I have another one. Let me see something. Yeah. Not the same one. I don't even think it'll fit the nozzle. You never know, but I have another one of these heads. And it looks like the motor might be the same side. So I might investigate this way. I might try to swap out this motor real quick and see. Give me a second. But I can always try and see. Nah, it doesn't fit. It doesn't fit. Nah, it doesn't fit. Yeah, that would have been convenient. Would have been convenient. Okay. Yeah, David. Yep. I'll tell you, David, look, those lessons there, the lessons, the little things that we talk about, right? Those are basic things that honestly kids should be learning from the adults around them. And especially if it's in your family or in your circle or in your community, you want those same lessons to be passed on, right? So that means if you're around my son, David, and I think like that, I know that if you had, let's say you have a conversation with him, I know the kind of stuff you're probably going to say. You see what I'm saying? So if I'm saying it to him, he's hearing it again from someone else in the community, and then he'll hear it from an uncle in the community, right? You know that's how those things kind of get to stick. But if the people, let's say around you, don't have those value systems, no, then it's like no, you know. Just because when no one's looking, this is what you do. You know what I'm saying? So you're teaching your son integrity, or your workers integrity, and there's someone who's teaching them something else. It's like, hey, what are you doing? it's, it's like, what are you doing, man? Oh my God, what are you doing, man? You know. Let me see. Now, how many, what do I have with this motor here? This motor have 3. This motor have 2. No, we're not going to work like that. Yeah, we're not going to work like that. No, this is not going to work. No. I have to get a different one. But I just want to see if the motor, if I swap something out. Let me try something, guys. I'm gonna try something because the reason I'm doing this is because it happened to me before, where I popped a different motor in and the motor was the issue all this time, and I didn't. I'm here thinking the circuit board is the issue, that it's not getting power to the motor, and the moment the motor, a new motor was connected, the board responded, and my thinking was the board was an indicator that the electricity was going. In that case, the board, that light on the board was an indicator that the motor was functioning. It's weird. So I was thinking everything goes here and then it goes out, but there's a feedback there's a feedback also that things are running properly. And so anyway, so I just want to test something here real quick. I just want to wire up another motor to this and see if it has any kind of effect. Okay, let me see something. Okay, I want to make sure I have two wiring that's coming in here. I just want to make sure that the right one. I'm gonna have to take this apart. I want to see which one of these wires are really truly leading here. Okay, so I got to see what is connected to this board and where is it going. Where's it traveling, and that will let me know which one is the. And sometimes the boards would tell you, they'll have like little markers on them, like L or L for live and stuff like that. So you can use those little markers also. But if you can't determine that, then you just pay attention to the board, because you'll see something go in, and then if you kind of look at it, it'll show you where it's traveling to, like the next contact on a circuit board, right? So it'll come in here. Let's say you have a contact here, and it's like a road in the back of the board. That's what they call it. What's that? PCB, right? Printed. What is it? Printed circuit board. And you'll see the roads in the back that tells you where this is. The electricity is coming in here, and it's gonna make contact here, and it's gonna travel down here. It's gonna make contact here, and it's gonna go to the next one. It's gonna make contact there. So it's a constant communication like a telephone, boom, 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 right? That's really what it's doing. And the trick is to find out where's the next iteration. Where's it going from here to here, from here to here, from here to here? Where is it? Where did it stop? It's tedious. It takes a long time to figure this thing out. You have to go and check every one of these contacts. And if you're not that kind of person, then you just go, let me go buy the board. Let me just go replace the board, man. Damn it. But let me see something here. Let me see something real quick.
Yes, sir.
Johnny!
I gotta
Hey, Star.
Because you're not looking for me.
What's up, man? What's going on?
That's it, man. That's really sick.
Yeah? Yeah?
What's going on?
That's good. No, it's all right. You want to say what's up to my my little posse here?
You got a posse? Cool. Who's your posse?
Yeah, always good for young adults to hear from more than one. That's right. You want to hear one of the positive, you want to see one of the positive influence in my life, my son's lives?
No.
Nah, just say this. Let's come on. Let's say what's up. I have to sign off, guys. This is my brother-in-law. Came all the way from Long Island to see me. Come, just
Oh,
show your face real quick. Say it really good.
Hi, guys.
Hey guys. All right, Dave, man. I'm gonna have to shut it down right now. I gotta give. No. Come on, give me a second, guys. I'm gonna meet up with you guys. You know I'm always here. I'll probably do another one later on this evening. All right. It's an important guy, man. I gotta give him 2 minutes. I'll see you guys later. Okay. Stay cool and stay positive. All right. And if you have a question on the on any one of the anything I was just covering, make sure you throw it in the comments. Find the comments. If you're not in the drawing, find a way to get in the drawing. The rules are up there already, and I'll be back. All right, Dave. Let me see what you gotta say, Dave. Yeah, man. Yeah. You know, he traveled 750 miles to see me. You know, but not just me. You know, the family. So I'm gonna give him 2 minutes, right? Because I'm always working. All right. I'll see you guys later. Stay positive. All right.